New York, the largest and most populous city in the United States, the world's top superpower, undeniably carries numerous globally envied accolades. It is the city with the highest GDP in the world, a global financial center, the entertainment capital of the world, and even known as the capital of the world. Without a doubt, New York is the most bustling city on our planet. But just how prosperous is this city, and what breathtaking attractions does it hold? In today's video, let's explore New York together. New York is located at the southernmost tip of New York State and consists of 5 boroughs. The city's core is Manhattan, the smallest borough by area but the most densely populated. Most of the sites we'll see today are located here. 400 years ago, New York was known as New Amsterdam, a small, unremarkable town operated by the Dutch. The most prominent landmark at the time was the Hudson River flowing beneath our feet. This vast river stretches more than 500 kilometers from north to south, connecting the development of the Port of New York with the inland regions of the state. Now, standing at the mouth of the Hudson River on Liberty Island, the Statue of Liberty gazes down daily upon the ships flowing in and out of the harbor. Surely, she marvels at the natural blessings bestowed upon this city, for New York Harbor is a naturally excellent deep-water port, perfectly suited for transoceanic trade. It was this natural advantage that helped New York grow into the largest city in the United States, and home to its largest port. The Statue of Liberty has also become one of the most popular tourist attractions in the U.S. Even those who have never visited New York have certainly heard of her. The statue was a gift from France to the United States in celebration of its 100th anniversary of independence. Completed in 1886, the statue stands 93 meters tall. In her right hand, she holds a torch symbolizing freedom, and in her left, the Declaration of Independence. She represents freedom, equality, and courage for Americans. In 1924, the Statue of Liberty was designated a national monument, becoming a symbol of the nation. To truly experience the prosperity of New York, you must visit its famous neighborhoods. Our first stop is Times Square, one of the most bustling commercial districts in the world, often referred to as the crossroads of the world. Here, you'll find a never-ending stream of people and vehicles, and Times Square is famous for its dazzling neon lights and LED billboards. It's a badge of honor for global brands to have their ads displayed here. But Times Square is perhaps most renowned for its New Year's Eve celebrations. It's estimated that more than 1 million people come here to celebrate every year, while over 1 billion watch the countdown on television. Those attending the celebration arrive at Times Square 10 hours early to welcome the chime of the new year together, watching the iconic crystal ball drop and enjoying the sight of confetti and paper slips with messages of goodwill raining down from the rooftops. It's a truly memorable event. Next, we head to Broadway, the oldest north-south thoroughfare in New York City, stretching across the length of Manhattan Island. Lined with dozens of theaters, Broadway is the epicenter of American theater and musical productions. As such, Broadway has become synonymous with musical theater. Typically, a Broadway theater refers to one in New York City with more than 500 seats. Broadway musicals have become a highly influential part of American pop culture, contributing significantly to New York's status as a global cultural capital. Our third stop is Wall Street. 100 years ago, it was here that the rise of the United States was forged, and Wall Street became a symbol of America's economic and financial power. The name itself has become synonymous with the stock and currency markets. However, following the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks, Wall Street's landscape was fundamentally altered, with many companies and institutions relocating. Today, very few businesses remain on the street, and many buildings have been converted into luxury residences. Nevertheless, Wall Street's symbolic significance and reputation still make it a popular tourist destination. The famous charging bull, symbolizing enduring bull markets, isn't located on Wall Street, but at the southern tip of Broadway. This bull has become an idol of Wall Street, representing economic prosperity, and it's said that touching the statue might bring you some financial luck. In fact, many of Manhattan's streets are named in a straightforward manner, with east-west roads called streets and numbered from 1st Street to 220th Street from south to north. The north-south roads are called avenues, numbered from 1st Avenue to 12th Avenue from west to east. Among these, the most famous is 5th Avenue, synonymous with high quality and sophistication, home to many of the world's most renowned brand stores. Today, 5th Avenue is the commercial, residential, cultural, and shopping heart of New York. Then there's New York's Chinatown, the largest Chinese community in the Western Hemisphere. As of 2017, the Chinese population here exceeded 890,000. Today, New York's Chinatown spans 45 streets and covers more than 4 square kilometers. It has completely absorbed the surrounding Jewish, Puerto Rican, and Italian neighborhoods, telling the story of the growth and development of overseas Chinese communities. Of course, aside from its bustling streets, New York is also home to many awe-inspiring landmarks and attractions. One of the most impressive is New York's skyscrapers. The Empire State Building, built in 1931, stands on 5th Avenue in Manhattan. It rises 443 meters, 381 meters before the addition of its antenna, and was once the tallest building in the world. Though it no longer ranks among the top 50 tallest buildings globally, it held the title of the world's tallest building for an incredible 41 years. From the 360-degree open-air observation deck at the top, you can take in breathtaking views of this bustling city. This building is One World Trade Center, standing 541 meters tall and currently the tallest building in the US and the 7th tallest in the world. It was built to replace the Twin Towers, which were destroyed in the 9/11 terrorist attacks, and now serves as the main building of the World Trade Center complex. Next to this tower is Ground Zero, the site where the Twin Towers once stood, now home to 2 massive square pools. The names of 2,983 victims are inscribed on bronze plaques surrounding the pools, a somber tribute to those lost in the attacks. Another iconic structure worth mentioning is the United Nations headquarters. Located along the East River, it was built in 1949 and is a piece of international territory within New York City. The choice to place the UN headquarters here reflects the unparalleled status of New York at the time. New York's famous landmarks also include the Flatiron Building, the city's first skyscraper built in 1902, the Art Deco masterpiece Chrysler Building, and Rockefeller Center, recognized as a National Historic Landmark by the U.S. government. Today, New York has over 7,000 buildings taller than 35 meters, including 101 that exceed 200 meters, making its skyline one of the most spectacular in the world. At the geometric center of Manhattan Island, surrounded by these towering skyscrapers, lies Central Park, the largest urban park in the world. It spans 4 kilometers in length and 800 meters in width. Central Park seamlessly connects the modern city with nature, featuring a diverse ecosystem, hundreds of species of plants and animals, and a variety of recreational facilities. It's one of the most visited tourist attractions in the world, and its size and cultural significance have made it a model for urban parks globally. On the east side of Central Park is the Metropolitan Museum of Art, one of the 4 largest museums in the world. The museum reflects the development of human civilization throughout history, with more than 2 million artifacts in its permanent collection. But only by visiting in person can you truly appreciate its charm. Another iconic symbol of the city is the Brooklyn Bridge, completed in 1883. This 1,834-meter-long bridge connects the boroughs of Brooklyn and Manhattan. At the time, it was the longest bridge in the world and the first ever steel wire suspension bridge. Featured in numerous films, the bridge has attracted countless fans who come to take pictures and linger. That concludes the scenic tour of New York, the most prosperous city in the world. What impressions do you have of this city? Feel free to share them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, save, and share. Your support is my greatest motivation for making more videos.